It's the Brooke or That Gratitude Guy. All right, today, really important subject. Wherever you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. And I think in earlier videos I've mentioned something about not comparing yourself to somebody else, but really understanding wherever you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. Now, a lot of people, not everybody, but a lot of people believe that everything happens for a reason. I mentioned in the past Steve Jobs' quote, excuse me, about you can connect the dots backwards, but you cannot connect them forwards. But I think it's so important to not compare yourself to other people. And that's one of the reasons why gratitude, and specifically a gratitude journal, is so helpful. Because every day you're writing down all the things that you're grateful for in your life, and many of them, excuse me, involve you, your health, your family, your friends, and things that are very near and dear to your heart. And by writing them down, you reinforce the fact that those things are very important in your life. I remember years ago thinking, there's really only one person that can finish first, and I suppose maybe one person that comes in last. And we're probably most of our lives going to be somewhere in the middle. And that's why it's so important to remember that wherever you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. I was running a foot race and it went across a floating bridge. And what was interesting is I got about halfway through the race and I wasn't really doing that well. It was raining. Little kids were passing me by. I think it was a 10K, which is 6.5 miles. And as I was running along, and I just kind of saw all these people in front of me, because you could see the bridge in front of me, and I thought, oh my goodness. And I'm not doing very well. And then as I ran and I kept running, I turned around and I looked behind me, and there was thousands of people behind me. And just at that instant, it occurred to me, right in front of me, if everybody in front of me wasn't here, I'd be in first place. And it really made me realize we're always going to be somewhere in between. So don't necessarily worry about what those other people are doing. A friend of mine once said to me, a great comment, make your strengths productive, make your weaknesses irrelevant. So really think about that wherever you are in your life. Really be writing that down and thinking about that when you write in your gratitude journal, because it'll completely reinforce and you won't worry about what's going on around you. I mentioned on yesterday's video about what difference does it make, but it's really true. If you focus on all those things you're grateful for, the things you're appreciative of, and great and have is in your life that are so good, you can only imagine how that lifts your brain up, pardon me, and makes you not realize all these other things in your life that we tend to compare ourselves to. So remember that today. Wherever you are right now is exactly where you're supposed to be. Have a grateful day. We'll see you tomorrow.